Welcome, monsters, and thank you for joining us. Tonight, we will be playing Appetites, our Monster Hearts 2 game. My name is Archangelic, or Mal, and my pronouns are she, her, and tonight I will be your Monster of Ceremonies, or MC. So let's go ahead, and before we begin, let's introduce our players.
Hello, my name is Chantel. My pronouns are they, them. I am playing Echo Leigh, the succubus who uses any pronouns depending on who they are with. And this was a fan skin for Monster Hearts 2 designed by CM Rubsasat. Names are hard.
All right. Hello, everyone. I am Elle. I use they, them pronouns. And tonight I will be playing Sybil Lark, the witch who uses they, them pronouns and is evil.
Hello, everybody. I am Yearn. I use they, them pronouns. I will be playing Ronnie, who uses he, him pronouns and is the ghoul.
Me? Yes. Yes. Okay. I am Josephine at scarydogrfiend. It's been a second. And I'll be playing Jeong Ja, who uses she, z pronouns, and is the Manticore, which is a fan skin by Nicole Tuttle Robb.
Hey friends, I am Soliloquy or Jaden. I use they, them pronouns. You can find me most places online as FatSapphicBro. I'll be playing Luciano Machado, they, them pronouns, who is the werewolf. Welcome back to our space here at Lantern Light Adventures. This is home to all of our TTRPG and related content on Twitch. All of our games are also uploaded to our Lantern Light Adventures YouTube channel. There's a link to our link tree in the chat. You can click on that. It'll take you to all of our various social media pages so you can follow us everywhere we are. If you want to keep up to date on everything we're doing, feel free to also join our Discord, which is linked in the chat. Thanks for joining us for Appetites, our Monster Hearts 2 actual play. We stream this game most Tuesdays from 6 to 9 p.m. PST. As for where you can find us the rest of the week, most Sundays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. PST, we stream Era of the Dragons, our D&D 5e actual play, set in Mouse Homebrew World. Most Mondays from 6 to 9 p.m. PST, we stream It Waits for No One, a modern fantasy tale. This is our Monte Cook Games Cypher System actual play. We built the world collaboratively using, I'm sorry, did you say street magic? And that world building session is available as a Patreon exclusive and can be unlocked at any paid tier, and our paid tiers start at $1. Next week will be our season finale for that game, so we hope you'll join us and also stay tuned to find out what is next on our horizon. We also record an audiocast after show for some of our games where we go over any necessary advancement steps, debrief from the games, and go over our stars and wishes for the session. You can listen to these for free on our Patreon at patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. All of our after shows will always be free, but we appreciate any contributions and support as it helps us continue to bring you awesome queer content. With regards to our Patreon, we have 6 different sliding scale tiers. They start at $1. We also have one special tier that unlocks a private monthly game with myself, GM'd by our lovely Archangelic. So check that out if you're interested. Thank you to everyone who submitted proposals for this year's theme of Kill Your Gods. We got a little bit behind, but y'all should be hearing from us over the next couple of months. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. In the meantime, you can contact me via any of our social medias or via our email at lanternlightadventures@gmail.com. And finally, in support of a free Palestine, we are still sharing the GoFundMes for various families. And the first family we're still working to help is the Masood family. Dahlia and her husband Rami and their 4 children are still in great need. Dahlia and Rami worked as pharmacists, but have since lost their home and pharmacy. Their goal is currently set at 50,000 euros, and they are at 39,828 euros as of this afternoon. We know many people are in need everywhere, but any help and support you can offer would be amazing. Their GoFundMe is linked in the chat, and it's also on our link tree. Thanks so much, friends.
Thank you so much for those announcements. Without further ado, let's get into this. Rain beats down on the gallows, soaking the rope and wood. The man you know as Mikey, the marshal, stands on the platform, the rain dripping off the brim of his hat, his beard drenched, his jaw slightly clenched. His badge shines in contrast to his coat. The marshal is watching with pity at an old man with his hands tied behind his back, kneeling on the platform. The preacher, the mad heretic, a killer through and through. The marshal felt a pang of disgust when he saw what the preacher demanded. When he saw that the preacher demanded to be executed in his finest frock. He didn't deserve this. The bodies that lie at the bottom of the cliffs deserve justice, not this pageantry. The marshal speaks to the old man. Any last words? The preacher looks up and says, "Come closer. I only have words for you." The marshal hesitantly leads in, and the preacher whispers, "You kept our mother from rising, and she has told me that you will walk the shores until she rises from the sea and hears you beg for her death, for your death." Waves crash, and lightning rolls over the cliffs. Previously on Appetites. Luciano, Echo, and Ronnie met up with the local vampires and sought answers from their leader, Theo, ultimately learning that Mikey is really old and has been around a while, but she doesn't really know a lot of what his whole deal is. Luciano got the number of one of the vamps, Charlie, while Ronnie was seemingly spurned, left on red. The encounter with Theo, as per usual, ended up with Ronnie dying. So Luciano took his body back home, where Ronnie woke up and was served a hearty breakfast of raw meat by one of Luciano's dads. Sybil is still reeling from an incident with their vampire friend Kira. They investigated the copy of the Divine Comedy they found from Chef Jean's office, finding ramblings, recipes, and a mention of Mother and feeding her. Sybil got a vision of the history associated with Mikey and a mysterious preacher connected to Mother. Feeling a connection to the sea caves, Jeong Ja and Sybil went down to investigate further. There, Jeong Ja heard the call of Mother, which Z fought against. Sybil also felt the call, or at least saw visions from Mother, but all the emotions and call-outs from Mother and Jeong Ja became all too much, driving Sybil off the cliff's edge. But their magic set in and saved them, but also pushed them to their darkest self. And that's where we pick up. Sybil, you've left the cliffs. The sky is beginning to gray with the dull light of morning. Where are you going?
I think that Sybil, even in their darkest self, they go to Spencer's gravesite and they kneel down. They take a breath. I ain't gonna ask your forgiveness for what I'm about to do, because I'm not gonna feel bad about it. I don't care if you forgive me. All I want is for you to know that when I'm in hell, I will look every day and I will see your light shining down from heaven. I will burn and I will think of you. And they are going to attempt to find Kira.
Okay. You are fairly aware of Kira's habits. You know that you know where she might be if she doesn't go home, or if she doesn't want to be found. You know where to find her. There's a spot up on the cliffs. It's technically speaking a park. There's some picnic tables where the tree line meets the shore here. And sometimes at night she walks that way. And that's where you find her. Normally she wouldn't be out this early. The light's coming up. It could be dangerous for her. But she is sitting, looking towards the ocean, away from the rising sun, as you find her.
Sybil looks at Kira. I want you to look me in my eyes right now.
Are you standing behind her?
Sybil will come up behind her.
She says, if it's all the same to you, I'd rather look at the ocean.
Huh. Can't look at my face after what you did, after what you took without asking. You knew it was wrong and you did it anyway. Because you could, because you're powerful, because you think you're stronger than I am. You're not. And Sybil is going to reach out and try to grab her and yank her around so that she meets Sybil's gaze.
Okay. I would like you feel like you could lash out physically, but I think this has shut someone down.
All right. Alrighty. I have to do math now, which is fun and good, and we all love math. Ooh, okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so that is a 7.
7. Okay. So you get to choose one from below, but you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return.
All right. I'm going to take 1 forward because I'm about to try to hex her.
Okay. I'm going to give you the condition unsatisfied here because she's
All
not
right.
going to give you the satisfaction of a response here. You pull her face, but it's sullen. And she says to you, "You're right. I'm not stronger than you."
That is the first smart thing you've said. Shame it's gonna be the last. You took my body. I'm gonna take your mind. Lidure sound. And I'm going to attempt to cast illusions.
Okay.
So that is going to be roll with dark, and I have 1 forward.
Yes, you do.
Ooh, hell yeah. So that is 13.
13. Okay.
Lucky number.
But you're in your darkest self. Every hex has a complication. Is that correct? Am I remembering?
So in my darkest self, where did it go? All your hexes have unexpected side effects and are more effective than you are comfortable with.
Okay.
So the intent is to make her see demonic visages everywhere.
I mean, you could have just invited Echo over.
Don't worry, we'll deal with that.
You see that she withdraws even further into herself. I hoped to burn in the sun. Don't know what I hoped for, but I see it happen over and over, over again. And now I'm seeing it now, over and over.
Are you going to start making sense, or am I going to have to drag it out of you?
She doesn't actually hear you. She's fully withdrawn into the visions you've sent her into. It's worked too well. She says this, but you see her withdrawing further and further into just you see that like she starts like clenching every muscle in her body, like she is being burned all over.
Sybil looks at her. You're not done until I kill you myself. You're going to grab her by the collar and kind of drag her into the shadows.
She doesn't. You have to forcefully move her. She's fully in this state. She like her muscles even pull against you. She is like withdrawing. Like her arms are curled against her. Like she begins to shriek loudly, like she is burning.
I think that Sybil takes her to the restaurant. And tosses her in there, locks the door. If I have to live with it, so do you. And they are going to sit outside the door, preventing Kira from seeing the sun and listening to her screams.
Yeah. She screams. Things clatter inside. She is frantically seeing herself burning in the sun again and again and again. The dawn light begins to light up the outside. The world begins to wake up. And I think that's where we'll move from there. Not sure to move to from here. Ooh, let's see. Jeong Ja, I think actually you were just left at the sea caves. Did you? It's been a minute, so where did you go to from here?
Let me see if there are any notes that say anything. Jeong Ja was at the cave when it wrapped up.
Yeah.
It's a good question because I still think that she still has very much has the condition of killer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a long time since I've eaten anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if she just had her conversation with Sybil where she's very conflicted because there is still half of her heart is like she wants to see what would happen if she did give something to the cave. But she can't go back, and once she leaves, she doesn't think that she'd be able to come back. So I think it doesn't have to be a whole scene, but she might. I want to increase my body count finally and get a third or however many people I can get at once.
Okay.
And just kind of eat everyone involved afterward. So I'm hoping to go into some kind of, shitty bar or something where whoever approaches her first, however many people approach her first, she'll take them out for a ride and then they'll go missing in the morning.
Absolutely. It's easy. There are, especially at this time in the morning. I mean, most of the places are going to be fairly empty, but there's always a few shades, a few like people who are just have nowhere to be. And there's always someone to find and draw away. A beautiful person like Jeong Ja walks into these places, people are going to pay attention. And you easily find, we'll say, you find two men who are willing to go away with you, go for a ride.
Cool.
And yeah, you lean into what the creature, what Mother called you. You're a perfect little killer. You're one of her precious things, bloodthirsty. And you deserve this. This is your right.
And it only, as I'm just tearing them apart, sinew and flesh and tissue, off somewhere in the woods or wherever I've taken their bodies, it feels like that type of indulgence that has a kind of like religious guilt and weight over top of it. Like, I shouldn't be enjoying it this much, but I am enjoying it because I shouldn't.
Yeah. You draw ever so closer to her embrace. She wants you to move away from that guilt and shame. She doesn't want you to have that. She doesn't speak to you here, but you know she calls regardless. The sun begins to dapple through the woods, reflecting off the blood on the ground as you indulge. And we move away from there. Ronnie, you're in Luciano's home. I feel like Luciano, probably you're awake by now as well. You're enjoying this raw steak, the blood on the plate. No judgments here. It's kind of nice. But as the blood pools and swirls, you think about yourself being pulled down into the ocean, feeling the cold and the turmoil of the waves. And you want that again.
Ronnie cannot get the thought of this thing he saw, heard out of his head. This voice, this song. I feel like over breakfast, the family might even overhear him humming the tune, almost as if he doesn't even notice he's doing it.
Yeah. Um, Strangely, this comes across as you being pleased with what you've been served. And Luciano's dad, I forgot what your dad's name is, but it's not super important right now.
We never actually gave them a name, so feel free.
Oh, yep. All right. I mean, he's Mr. Luciano's dad right now, so he has not introduced himself. It's one of the weird friends Luciano has brought in. He's kind of a scrawny guy overall. And relatively tall, a little taller than Luciano is. But yeah, he's like, we get those secondhand from the they're gonna get rid of them at the butcher shop. We just have a little deal. It's great. Sometimes Luciano even gets into a mood. Sometimes he wants this for breakfast. Keep him around. And there's always a cold plate for you anytime you need to come around.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's been a while since I've had meat this good. It's gotta scratch that itch for you, right? Flesh, meat, blood.
I try to keep it to a minimum. The bloodthirst can build up, but sometimes you just that beast wakes up and you got to take care of it.
You ever just let it out?
I think at this point he sits down with you and he's like,
just asking someone's dad.
I think I walk in at that question and I just hear that question and start laughing. And I go to the fridge to get something for breakfast and I'm just laughing at the idea of my father unleashing.
I do a meditation class if you're interested. Sometimes we got to be in control of our feelings, or at least let them and acknowledge them. Letting them go rampant is a good way to lose yourself, and I just want you to know that there's ways you can, be mindful and take control of your life in some way.
God, Dad, not the meditation.
Hey, it works for you and it works for me. You're sounding a lot like your father.
Works for me is not exactly how I would label that.
Hey, listen, I acknowledge my feelings plenty. Hunger is a feeling.
It's true. And you do have to satisfy those feelings. But for people like us, sometimes those feelings get murdery.
Hey, we're all monsters here. I get it.
And, we try and have constructive outlets for those kinds of feelings. And ever since Luciano was a little pup, we've kind of tried to redirect that energy.
God, that just sounds boring. I mean, you never just go for the kill. I mean, this steak is great, but you never just let loose and tear into a man.
When I first got bit, admittedly, yes, but that was an accident. And Sometimes we hurt people and we don't intend to. And that's okay. We can move past that.
Dad, you and Pops have healing abilities. I know things have to get. I don't want the details, but oh God, I'm just.
See, I mean, you're talking to me though. I mean, your Pops, he has a different story and he has a different way of handling his stuff. But for me, meditation works. I got a whole meditation room set up here. You know, I can give you like I can recommend some meditation apps. You know, they got little, things to remind you to breathe and take your, take stock of your emotions.
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
Your Pomps is dragging himself. Your Pomps is less of a morning person.
Vampire.
Yeah. Hey, honestly, he's at the end of his night, so he's coming in for dinner. And he says, "Are you talking about meditation again? You really need to stop. That ain't gonna work for everyone."
He's always talking about meditation, Pops.
Look, I know
He thinks it works for me.
He says, "Look, we talked about this. It only works for Luciano occasionally, at best. That's why we put all the stuff in the woods." And he says,
Yes,
"No, but
healthy
it could
outlets.
work. You have to really commit to it."
Sorry, none of this mindfulness meditation garbage seems like it's been. No offense, I don't mean to speak for you, Luciano. It doesn't seem like it's been helping much. You know how I keep it on lock, keep under control? Sometimes I just let loose. I go after the kill. I just let my eyes go red and fucking do it. Luciano, you want to get a hold of that monster in you? I'd say you take a note from my book.
Your dad looks incredibly concerned at this, and just he's trying to let you. This is your friend, and he's like already interfered too
Dad,
much.
do you know how many absolute trash human beings exist? Like, do you know what kind of fucked up shit some people in this world do to other people or children? Like, some people might be the good targets for this. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Your pop says, "Look, your dad's a little misguided, but we can't be killers. If we're gonna live besides people, along with them, and try, we got to find some way to not kill everyone who crosses us. And I'll tell you what, it is harder than I'm saying."
We're not saying kill everyone. We're just saying that sometimes some people, maybe it's okay if they get taken out. Have we not been given power for a reason? Should we not use all of our power for good? I mean, it's what humans do too, do they not? At least the decent ones. You use what power you've been given to make right situations that the higher powers make super wrong.
Yeah, but we have responsibilities when it comes to those powers. We have to, this didn't get handed to us. we kind of just became these things by accident. And we have to at least be responsible, and we have to think about it. When people start talking like that, that's when other people come up and try to assert their power. That's when we get hunters in our town. We have to be careful.
Yeah, well, hunter comes to town, looking to pick a fight. Sounds like you've got as good a target as any to get out that aggression.
I'm not sitting here and saying my hands are clean and that I haven't eaten a hunter. That's not what I'm saying. But it would be better if we didn't have the hunters to begin with. It would be better if we just tried to live our lives quiet and comfortable.
Yeah, and it would be better if people were kind and loving, like the world was full of rainbows and puppy dogs and happy times. It would be better if there weren't killers. It would be better if there weren't thieves, monsters. And I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the bad people. It would be better if they weren't around, but they are. This is a shitty, fucked up world. So, if you've got some rage to get out, and there's some shitty, fucked up people you can take it out on, you don't just want to turn the wolf and tear them apart at the seams. Talk about responsibility. You've got the power to do that, bad people. That's your responsibility.
You see that Luciano, I don't think you've seen this very often, but your dad is, this rant has gone on a little bit and he's begun to like pant a little bit. And he says, I am going to excuse myself. It was nice talking to you. It was nice meeting you. And he's going to wander down the hall to his meditation room.
Sorry, Ronnie. He's going to go meditate now.
You hear a singing bowl. Your pop says, you know what? You're not wrong. But also thinking that way is a good way to get a stake in your heart. So
yeah,
tread lightly.
Those kinds of things don't really affect Ronnie, so
Hunters always find a way to kill us.
Yeah. I'd like to see him try.
All right, I'm going to bed. And he like rubs your head, Luciano.
good day, Dad. Or Pops, rather.
Yeah.
See, this is why I'm the way I am.
Yeah, I don't know how you live with this.
It's a weird juxtaposition.
It would drive me mad.
I don't normally live here. I just stayed the night because we didn't really know what to do with you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Genuinely, anytime. Dad'll get over it.
Not sure I'm super welcome back here, but thank you for the sentiment.
Don't worry. He's going to meditate. He'll be fine. Genuinely, he'll be fine. It's weird. I don't get it. I just go into the woods and tear shit apart.
That's how you get it done.
I'm saying.
God, it just pisses me off sometimes, you know? I mean, this town is full of monsters.
Truly.
And it seems like so many of us are obsessed with acting like that's not what we are.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, and it's hard to find an equilibrium for myself in between the extremes of both of my fathers.
Well, I'd say you're doing a bang-up job.
Thanks, man. I guess we should get ready for work.
Oh, fuck, work. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Do you think if you kill me right now, I don't have to go in?
I don't think we'd get away with that one.
Yeah.
You know she'd still want
right.
you to come in.
Hell or high water.
I think we'll get ready.
Yeah.
See what the day brings.
We'll move away from there as light begins to pour into the windows of your parents' kitchen, I should say. Echo, where do we find you? Where
I
did you
think
go after all of this?
I think Echo would have just headed back to their apartment, and you would see that their apartment is so sparse. There's just it's you think of like college, like a first apartment, and like there's no doubt, but it's not even that. It's the furniture is all generic. The everything is neutral, and there's no decorations, and it's like if you were going to rent a place, like a rental place with furniture, but it's even less than that. It's just generic. And I think Echo is laying out on their bed, just like full, but just almost like in like neutral, in like power saving mode, even. Um, Kind of like waking up and just like, fuck, I'm so bored. This
Yeah.
is harder. Oh, is this even fucking worth it? I could just go home. Or I could just go back and live at that vampire house and have fucking fast food every night. Fuck, Jeong Ja. It's bringing me here. Just fucking leading me on. Can't decide what she fucking wants. Ugh. Call in sick. Go visit. Go visit Ed.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh
I
my
think
God. Oh my God.
Sybil's there's the fact that Sybil's curse hex on Ed means that he hasn't reached out to you. He's been completely distracted by that.
And I feel like, killed Ronnie. That was great. Had a lot to eat in terms of kind of absorbing essence. Ronnie may not have been the only one to die that night, depending on how many, how wasted or harmed some of those other ones were. But it just, again, it all felt like fast food, you know, it all felt like empty calories kind of thing.
Yeah. The way that Theo and her crew of vampires are, it's cheap. It there's no substance there. There's no care or desire. There's only feeding.
Can I use my my new move?
Yeah, of course.
bad, but you still want me, and I'm going to spend a string. My computer would just fucking. My computer has decided to just slow right down. I'm going to spend one of my many strings on Jeong Ja, and I am going to appear behind them. Like as if stepping from her shadow.
I think you find Jeong Ja mostly covered in blood in the woods. You look around you, there's what might have been some people on the floor. The light filtering down through here, rays through the upper branches, touching down on the crimson that pools around her feet.
You didn't even save me any leftovers?
As I just flinch, I think there's like this partial transformation happening where my jaw has distended just a bit, and the teeth are in this in between phase of being longer than shorter. The eyes more dilated and draconic. And I just like an animal, just like flinch and see what's behind me. And then when I finally see that it's you, the transformation begins to slow and go back towards something more humanoid. You know, clothes and all sorts of like ripped disarray and entirely drenched. Clearly tired, clearly having not slept. I just kind of say, I have to roll my eyes. Is everything about you?
Oh, I don't think you understand how funny that is. I don't think you understand what a joke that is coming from you. Come here, come here. And Echo will sit on like a mossy part of the forest floor, a little further away from the blood, and just like beckon Jeong Ja over and like hold their arms out.
I'm gonna take advantage of my two conditions here, which is that I am fragile and also a killer. So I'm going to crawl over to you, covered in blood, and just sort of rest indulgently into your lap with my, bloody face and hands and arms.
And Echo will just stroke your hair back and just like rub kind of up your nose and gently touch your ears and your cheeks. And just like so tender with you in this moment. I have been here this whole time for you. I came here for you. Your need was so loud that it echoed across the plains. And I could not help myself but come to you. And everything I do in the back of my mind, there you are. Everything is about you.
There's just this look of pain and confusion, very much just like as if a big cat was just like laying its big face and chin against your lap here. Her hair kind of moving in that very animated way of as if she had a mane. And if my pride had finally allowed myself to see you in all of the ways that you are to different people, to fucking Lawrence, to Sybil, Ronnie, Luciano, would you allow yourself to only be mine?
Well, there would have to be conditions. You'd have to fucking take care of yourself so I don't kill you.
You think you could kill me?
I mean, you let yourself go pretty hard. And I can be very tempting. And what I take, you want to give. So yeah, I could kill you. You'd have to take care of yourself so that I don't.
There's even more of a confused big cat look here of like, the only condition is for me to take care of myself.
Well, and I think also, I can't help that people see in me what they want. It's like pheromones. And so I can be yours, but people are still going to see me however they want. And you have to learn to be okay with that. And I mean, you have to think about that because if I meet your parents, they are going to see what they are, a version of me that they are sexually attracted to. And if we're out with friends, I'm going to look extra fuckable to them. And I can be yours. And I will gladly be yours. And only yours. But you have to be okay with me looking really fuckable to everyone we meet. And also, you know, that I might get grumpy about eating the same thing every day. You're fucking delicious. But, you know.
We need to have something from each other that only the two of us are able to give.
What do you want from me? Who do you want me to be? I am yours and everything I have done. Every time I have fucked Ed to get a place to live and a job in the restaurant you work in. Every time I have looked at other people to see about making you fucking jealous. Because I know that you like the rage. What do you want? Who do you want? I will be that for you.
Give me a bite of the heart, the soul that is truly inside of you, and you can take of mine. This person in front of me is someone that, as far as I understand, I have conjured or you have conjured for me. And this is the person that I want. But I also want the real thing. Of my heart you will taste thousands of years of the lines of executioners. The ancient, what would be the gargoyles in your churches. But mine, sure, these motherfuckers in their churches.
No gargoyles in the churches in hell, I'm afraid. And I think as best as they can, Echo will drop this, will like try to suppress this kind of vibe that they are giving out constantly and will become pale and sunken in and eyes like fire. And, like burning and just this kind of very demonic, hollow, fiery, pale, almost not ghostly, but like the color has been drained. Still a human form, but not nearly so. Not a, I mean, I wouldn't say not unappealing, but also definitely not kind of giving you this like please fuck me vibe that comes with being a hunter like that. And just will kind of sit there, still cradling you, still stroking your hair, looking down.
I sort of raise from your lap. I think the form, I'm just so in between partial transformations.
Just so you know, my move, Who Should I Be? When I change myself for you, you give me a condition and I take a string on you.
Okay. Soul bearing. And oh, sorry.
Yeah, if I may just interject, yeah. Yeah, Echo, you're a demon. Requests are always more than just asking you something. There's a magic to them. An arcane nature to requests that you can't deny. And even though you've pushed back against Jeong Ja, it still sets in what should be your heart.
I lean up, partially transformed again. You're just seeing all of my bones sort of slide against this different layers of skin that I have. And as if a big cat, a lion, is sort of perched up on hind legs, but then there's also more of a draconic tail and body. Several stages of rib cages just leaning and lined against each other. I just open my chest cavity to you. And my heart is a very literal heart. It is a monstrous thing that can be tasted, coveted, and sought after. This is what my heart looks like.
I have never seen any part of you that I do not think is splendid, is beautiful, is worthy and worthwhile and worth traveling the plains for?
Taste it.
And Echo will lean down and kiss the heart and give it a small, like, and lick their lips. You're welcome to taste me. I don't open my rib cage, but you're welcome to. I know that you like. I know that you like people. We can figure a way. I am, relatively easy to heal. And I mean, depends on also how you mean it.
In whatever way, I want to be inside of you.
Yes, please. I think that's a good place to fade to black.
Yeah.
Cut to somebody else. They're occupied.
We're all late for work.
Yes,
Hey,
everyone's late for it. No,
I am early.
Early.
for the worst reasons. Early.
I am torturing a woman.
Yeah. So,
Oh, can I tell if my Hex on Ed is still up?
unless you tell me you've dropped it,
Hell
it seems that you just keep these going.
I am suffering. This man will suffer for the rest of this campaign. He will never get his dick back. It is mine now.
It's
Oh
fine.
no. Look, nobody is more glad of that. Nobody is more glad of that than Echo. I mean, Echo has no qualms about sex. It's, but at the same time, it's like eating a bologna sandwich, like bologna and American processed cheese on Wonder Bread all the time.
Oh God. Yeah.
Why would you eat that once?
Oh wow.
Well, because it gets you a job at the place where the person that you are devoting your life to is.
Let's cut away. Let's cut away from this. Let's
some after show business.
This is after show conversation for sure. Sybil,
Hi.
are you outside of the restaurant? Did you lock her in the restaurant itself, or in like one of the walk-ins or something?
In one of the lock-ins.
Okay.
And Sybil's just going about their business. They're prepping stuff, making sure that everything is ready, getting a head start on the day, and listening to one of the best sounds that they've heard in their life.
I think about this time, Caroline comes into the restaurant. She's a little early today, but that's not totally unusual. She comes in and she hears the sounds and she looks at you and she says, Sybil, what's that sound?
I assume you know what screaming sounds like, Caroline.
I know what screaming sounds like, and I want you to answer me now. Don't be cryptic.
It's Kira.
What? And she begins to walk towards the
I don't
walk-in.
think that you need to do that yet.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm just doing what was done to me. I don't know what's so wrong with that.
She looks at you, like, gives you an expression of like, this feels like number 2 on my priority list right now. And she begins to walk towards the walk-in again and puts her hand on the handle.
Sybil grabs her wrist.
I'm going to need you to lash out physically.
All right. What is the lashing out physically? Volatile. Sybil is a little volatile. You could never tell that from the everything about them. Go, my little babies. Okay. All right, so that is a 10.
A 10. Okay. You deal the harm, and they choke up momentarily before they can react. You deal 1 harm to her. You grab onto her wrist, and it's almost like your hands are burning her. Like you are like a hot stove, and you grab her. She pulls away, and like she screams out. She says, "Why would you fucking what's wrong with you? What are you doing?"
I'm just saying, it might not be the best idea right now for everyone's safety. If you'd listened to anyone other than yourself, you would have known that.
Did you lock her in there?
Well, she ain't getting out, is she?
Caroline is going to start backing away from you. You see her grab for a knife.
What are you
She
going
says,
to do?
"Let her out now."
I don't want to hurt you, Caroline, but I will if I have to. If you choose her over me, that is the only way this ends.
I'm not choosing anyone.
You are! She hurt me and I'm hitting back, and that's so wrong. Why does she get to bite me? Why don't I get to bite back? Why don't I get to show my fangs?
Sybil, I am sorry something happened to you, but
No, you ain't. If you were, you wouldn't have gone for that freezer. If you were, you wouldn't be standing here pointing a knife at me.
I'm not. You hurt me. You're hurting her. I don't know what happened, but I'm here for you. You're my friend. Remember that, okay? Let's just take a moment. Let's make sure Kira is not screaming in the walk-in. And let's take a second and fucking figure this out.
What is there to figure out?
You can't lock people up like this.
I don't think you understand. I can do whatever I want. I can shape your mind. I can break your mind. I can break your body. I don't have to take this shit lying down. I don't have to sit here and be the good little southerner and listen to everybody else talk shit about me. Listen to people who talk behind my back. I don't have to sit here and lie down like a dog and show you my belly.
No one's...
Everybody expects that. The second I got angry, the second that I started snapping back at Jeong Ja, at Ronnie, at Kira, all of y'all acted like I was crazy. You acted like I was some monster, but I ain't. I know I'm not a monster. Do you want to know how I know? Because when I look at Kira, I know what a monster is. And I know I don't look like her.
I'm gonna have you shut someone down here. There
All
needs to be
right.
something to happen here.
Alrighty. Whee! Oh, that was shit. That's a 4. I'm really bad at this. Sybil's too bad.
Okay.
I get an XP. Yay! I'm too
Then I'm gonna do this. My reaction in this situation is to bring Luciano and Ronnie onto the scene, as you're probably the ones who are going to get to work next. Everyone else is occupied.
Me and Ronnie just chilling with my folks. Perfectly pleasant little morning.
Yeah, I think you get to the door at the back and you're hearing Sybil yell this at someone. You hear the faint sounds of screams in the restaurant.
Fuck, and I will immediately bolt.
Yeah, the door bursts open. I think Caroline, just as a reaction, actually lifts up the knife and it has it like aimed directly at Sybil.
Fuck it, Sybil's hexing Caroline.
Yep.
All right, so we are going to cast Wither. Specifically, I think targeting Caroline's hair, but you're gonna tell me how that goes.
Okay.
All right, and give me just a second because I don't think I have a sympathetic token on Caroline. Let me double check.
You let me know when I walk in.
All right, so Sybil.
You've walked in. You are seeing this happen.
Sybil
right now.
locks eyes with Caroline and goes, "Shock crayon cat."
Whoa! What the fuck is going on? I'm gonna try and put myself between the two of them.
And I'm going to roll for that hex.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes.
All right, so that is okay. So that is going to be an 11.
An 11. What does an 11 mean for you here?
So an 11 means
10 up. That's fine.
Yeah. So the hex works. Yay. And then you get to decide all of the other fucked up darkest self shit that goes along with that.
Yeah. Let's see here. I am interested. Okay.
So Sybil's intent is the hair falling out effect, but Sybil's intent doesn't exactly matter right now.
Yes, you put this hex on Caroline. But your eye is drawn to Luciano in this last moment.
Oh no!
Luciano, you feel you see like hair float in front of your eye, but you also feel all your muscles become suddenly weak and wither, and you find yourself on the ground just physically withering, just so weak and fatigued, stronger than you've felt even coming down from being a werewolf. You hit the floor. Caroline drops the knife with a clatter and reaches down to you and looks up to you, Sybil, says, "Stop. Just stop."
Carolyn, back off.
Not until I make you pay too.
Get the fuck out of here. Leave them alone. Just go.
Muka crayon!
Yeah, I think Luciana's saying that has given her enough time. She backs away and you just missed the opportunity. Oh,
if she was looking anywhere at Sybil, as long as Sybil had line of sight with her.
Okay. I think she hits the ground too then.
All right, that is only going to be a 10.
A 10?
Only?
I got a 6 and a 2, so I was slightly put off by the 2.
Luciano is strong. Caroline is so weak. She wheezes, barely able to breathe, as her arms waist to almost bones, as her chest kind of caves in. She's on the ground, whimpering, wheezing.
Hey, Sybil, I'm all for a party, but there's something in the business we call a trick sitter. I think maybe you could use one.
What makes you say that, Ronnie?
Well, sort of the everything here. You're kind of throwing pain and destruction at the wall. It's, forgive me, getting everywhere.
Are you going to try to stop me? Or are you going to let me do what I have to?
Oh, Sybil, I think this is perfectly healthy. For the most part. Think, look, there's someone you want to point all of this at. Point it at them. These two? Let them out of whatever hex you're throwing at them. You're doing what you need to do, and kid, I support it. I really, truly do. But you don't need to get this mess all over the rest of us.
I've heard one innocent person. And Sybil kneels down next to Luciano, kind of reaches out, pulls back a little bit, hand shaking. All right. We're going to try to fix this, okay? It's all right. I can fix this. I can fix this.
You have to stop.
I can't. I'm not going back to the pushover. I'm not taking this lying down. I'm not taking what she did to me lying down.
I'm not saying that. But look at how out of hand this has gotten.
Did you forget what Caroline did to us? What she did to all those people? She can be better now. But the fact of the matter is she never had to pay for what she did. Maybe this is justice. It was just delayed a little. Karmic retribution. Just don't say anything else. Not until I help you, okay?
We can talk about this when things are less on fire.
I don't see any smoke. Sybil is going to attempt to end the hex on Luciano.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for that?
I'm
reading over my darkest self again.
Yeah, let's check that.
Unexpected side effects more effective than you're comfortable with, but I did score pretty high.
Yeah. I think, you can end
All
this
right.
effect.
The effect on Luciano is ended. The effect on Caroline is not.
Okay, fantastic. Mechanically, Mal, is there anything I can do? I don't think there is, but mechanically, is there anything I can do to try and talk them down?
I mean, you can play out the scene, or we can, if we want to bring dice into it, that's a shut someone down for sure. You can also try to physically stop L of Sybil in any way you
I
can.
am in the scene. Punch me.
No.
Yeah, and I've got a couple of strings. So, okay.
Yeah, and you can also pull strings to tempt them to do what you want, to give them a condition, add one against one to your roll against them, or add one to the harm you deal them.
Sybil is going to look over at Ronnie and kind of smile. Think about it, Ron. With her out of the way, how high could you climb? How big can you get? You're in a small pond right now, and you're the biggest fish there. Don't you want to be with others, just as good as you are, who see your talent? And I'm going to spin my string on Ronnie.
Ooh.
All right.
Let me see here. Let me pull some things because that's not on this sheet here. All right. Oh yeah, you can offer them so basically you are offering Ronnie, you're offering an experience point to join Sybil here.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yes, I am
Ronnie.
attempting to tempt Ronnie into joining me in my quest for vengeance.
Ronnie is gonna look down at his hexed head chef. And back up at Sybil. Shrug. Yeah. What's two bodies?
There's a good boy.
Please mark an experience as a proverbial line in the sand has been drawn. And I think that's where we should take our break.
Oh god, I'm having so much fun playing evil Sybil. This is incredible.
I love evil Sybil.
So good. So good.
So we'll see how this goes. We're going to take our break. We'll be back in
Yeah.
10 to 15 minutes with more of this
Woo.
mess. See y'all soon.
Bye.
Welcome back to this disaster, everyone. We turn our gaze back on the restaurant where a darkest self Sybil has hexed Caroline, the head chef. She is wheezing on the ground, has lifted the hex off of Luciano. And in the walk-in, locked in there, is Kira, who is screaming and has been ostensibly been tortured. This not ostensibly is being tortured the entire time this is happening. Ronnie has taken up the offer to be on Sybil's side here, which is an interesting choice. What is going to happen here? What do you do?
You have two choices, Luciano. I don't want to hurt you. That's the last thing that I want. But you have to understand. There are two ways to survive in this world. You either get meaner or you get deader. I don't want to die. I have fought and clung to stay alive. And if that means that I have to listen to screams every night, then they will be the prettiest sounds I have ever heard.
I'm gonna put my hands on either side of Sybil's face.
Sybil almost takes a step back, but doesn't.
I understand. I get why you're so upset right now. You and me, we take her, we do this ourselves, but this does not need to involve everybody else right now. And I'm gonna use one of my strings to try and tempt you to come with me.
Ooh! Sybil looks at the freezer, looks at Caroline. What do you think happens to me if I reverse this? Do you know what happens to witches who get a little too loud? Get a little too angry? Are you gonna let them burn me, Lucy?
You and I can handle this. Nothing's gonna happen to you. I'm not gonna let it. But we do not need to get everybody involved in this. This is going way too far. Your beef was with her.
Caroline involved herself. Caroline pulled a knife on me.
Because she's stupid and scared and doesn't know what the fuck is going on. She's fucking sweet sometimes, but she's dumb, dude. She just doesn't know. We don't have to involve her in this. She got involved, obviously, but we can stop it now.
Sybil kneels down to Caroline. You have two choices right now. You keep your mouth shut and you listen to what I tell you when I tell it to you. Or you wither away and you feel every cell in your body betray you at once. You feel the life flee from you, and you die pitiful, unremembered, and disgraced. What do you think, Caroline?
Unable
gonna-
to breathe, she is nodding.
You're gonna be good for me? Yeah? There we go. Now, if you break your word, I can do far worse things to you than just break a few body parts. They say the brain is the most precious organ. I wonder what it would be like to have it betray you. And with that hanging thread, Sybil, for the moment, will drop the hex on Caroline. First things first, Ronnie's a part of the crew at all times. I want him up high, celebrated. Turns to Ronnie. I take care of my own, darling.
Much appreciated, kid.
Huh. You don't gotta do that. We're equals, ain't we?
Well, I reckon we are.
Takes a step back from Caroline, looks down at her. I wonder how familiar this feels to you.
Her muscle tone has returned. She's breathing normally. She is, until you looked back at her, she was eyeing the door.
Now just remember, sweetheart, watch that tongue before you lose it.
And I will step in between the two of them. Carolyn, go.
She gets up without a word and she bolts for that door. She does not stop running in that parking lot.
What do we think? Has Kira had enough time to heat up?
Well, I think that's all up to you.
That's what I like to hear.
And Luciano genuinely doesn't give a fuck. The beef between you and Kira is genuinely like, you made your bed. So I'm not going to get involved at this point in time, just so that our Monster Ceremonies knows.
Okay. What do you do?
Sybil will open the lock-in just to check in on things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There is all sorts of things clattered. She has clawed at the door trying to get out. She has somehow clawed at herself as well. And she is still screeching. It does not stop as you open the door.
Oh, look at what a mess you've made. That's all you're good for, ain't it? And Sybil just kind of gets closer, grabs Kira by the face. It doesn't feel good, does it? Having something taken from you. Having something ripped away before you even get the chance to wonder what it is you want. I wonder how many other people you've done that to. How many victims do you have? How many bodies haunt your shadow, Kira? This ain't fun.
To that, you get a response. She pushes through. You were the only one, and I'm so sorry.
Well, I guess it falls to me to make sure it don't happen again. Let's see. You know, I've never tried this before. 2 hexes on one person. This is gonna be fun. I'm a shock. I'm going to attempt to cast Wither. And we are going to target Kira's teeth.
Okay.
Oh, do you have a little bed of paper, Simba? You're so cute. You have no idea what's happening or the war crimes I'm committing. I'm committing unspeakable horrors, and you're just a little orange man.
As we say in Canada, it's not a war crime the first time.
Exactly.
Ew.
Hi, orange baby boy.
And I think as this hex pops off, Luciano will walk out to the front. I'm going to make sure that like people are not coming in. I'm still within hearing distance of anything that's happening, but Luciano doesn't necessarily want to bear witness per se.
All right, that is going to be a 10. I think Sybil notices that Luciano leaves and just kind of shrugs it off, looks over to Ronnie. At least you got a stronger stomach, dear.
You don't have to worry about my
You don't like
stomach.
that, did you? Simba's not a fan of this.
Oh.
Simba did not like that voice. He did not.
Yeah. So, everything you do is worse than you intend.
Mm-hmm.
Her teeth come out, but so does her jaw. She begins to rot from her mouth.
Damn!
Fucking brutal.
It comes undone. She hits the ground on all fours and she collapses. That rot just spreads through her. She manages to gasp out, "I'm sorry." And she withers completely away into a desiccated corpse.
You weren't sorry when you did it. You're just sorry you have consequences. Turns to Ronnie. What do you think? You ready to bury a body?
I was born ready.
There we go. Drags
Sybil,
up. Yes, darling.
you seem a little different today.
I'm just living up to my truest potential.
Did you hear her too?
Oh, I heard her. She wanted me dead. But I'm proving I can be just as much of a monster as she wants. This is the way we survive.
You know, I've been wondering what exactly it is she wants.
I think she's hungry. She wants what we all want. She wants to eat.
Well, suppose I can relate. Mal,
Yes.
after leveling up, I took a new move. It's a spirit de corpse. When you gaze into the abyss will share with you its hunger. Treat that hunger as one of your own until you satiate it and mark experience when you do so. Can I
Okay.
gaze into the abyss
Please
to
do.
share whatever this monster's hunger is?
Yes, please do. When you gaze into the abyss, name what you're looking for and roll dark. And you are looking for mother's hunger.
What does mommy want to eat?
That is
Thank you.
a 7.
Ooh, nice.
A 7. Okay. On a 7 to 9, the abyss shows you confusing and alarming visions, but you get your answer nonetheless. It's a mixed success. Yeah. She hungers. You hear her lullaby. You hear it permeate through this place like it's playing through the speakers in here. It's like playing out of the Bluetooth speaker that Carp keeps in the dish pit. Like you hear it so intensely in here. And you feel those crushing waves. You can't just bury this body. It's a perfectly good sacrifice. But she doesn't just want you. She doesn't just want the body. She also wants you. She wants you one more time to come back into those waves. With a gift would be so preferable.
Sybil,
Yeah, darling.
I think it's about time we feed Mother.
Well, who am I to deny her request? After all, I escaped her once, improving my usefulness. And you've been so good for me, haven't you?
I do what I can.
Sybil just reaches over, pats Ronnie's cheek.
Ronnie
And
smiles.
grabs Kira's body by the neck, hauls her up, puts her over one shoulder. We're chefs, ain't we? Let's do what we were made for.
The new you is beautiful.
Sybil just smiles, starts heading out toward the caves. They don't look back. They know Ronnie's going to follow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Luciano, you see them go out. What are you going to do in this case?
I think that I'm gonna go into the kitchen and do my best to clean up and get things more presentable.
Okay. Jeong Ja and Echo, you get a text from Caroline. Do not come to the restaurant. Sybil has gone off the deep end. She's already hurt Kira.
Unexpected. So should we go to the restaurant?
Yes, obviously.
I think sorry.
All I text to Caroline is, okay.
I think as I'm cleaning up, I'll pop off a text to Echo. have to think about. I suddenly real world Jaden was like, but what if people get a hold of the text messages? We can't admit to a crime. It's a TV show, so I think I'm just gonna text Kira isn't gonna be a problem anymore. ... Sybil is ... unwell. I'm at work.
To
I'm gonna
us?
send that off to Echo specifically.
Okay.
Just because
So
you're front of house, so I need to let you know what you're about to walk into.
So I feel like the restaurant probably should be closed and we'll show you the text message and be like, I feel like the restaurant will be closed tonight.
Pretty
I
good
mean,
idea.
What's Ed gonna do about it?
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing. He isn't even stuck with his dick in his hand. Should we clean up and or not even clean up? Should we just, I don't know. What do you want to do?
A quick shower, I guess.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It looks like these guys were out for a hike and met a big animal or something.
Mountain lions.
It's so dangerous out here. It's so dangerous out here. And we'll just cup your face and kiss you.
Don't know. It's still very much not sure how to react because you clocked her very much. The rage was very fun and the jealousy was all she knew. So it's just to be actually getting it, it's just let's just get cleaned up.
Yeah, there's a lot there. It's almost like you and I, of everyone, have so much time to figure things out.
Thank God.
All right, let's get cleaned up and then to the mattress.
Let's go.
May she rest in peace.
Okay. All right. Sounds like y'all are heading that way.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll cut back to Sybil and Ronnie.
Sybil has
Go
been
ahead.
to the cliff. Sybil knows where to go. So Sybil is showing Ronnie where to go.
Yeah. It's much easier during the day when there's light. But yeah, the waves crash below. Sometimes even as they crash up, spray up into the path you're walking. You know this pretty well at this point, though. This is a perfect place to make a sacrifice. The rocks below will chew whatever you throw down there.
Sybil looks at Kira's face one last time. Looks at this person that they have known for so long. Takes a breath. And then looks down at the rocks. Mother, I hope you enjoy the meal we brought. And fuck it, they're throwing Kira down.
Okay.
I would like to state I'm not the biggest fan of this decision, but this is the decision that Sybil would make in the moment, and we're staying true to characters.
I'm here for it.
I'm a little bit upset about it, but not as upset as I am curious to see where it goes.
Now Now who will Sybil offer peace to get out of their darkest self?
That is true. Yeah. Is Sybil just stuck in their darkest self now?
Man.
They've just kind of like killed the person they've hurt the
It
most?
is not happening.
I mean,
Yeah.
death is a kind of peace.
Well,
Are they in their darkest self forever now, Mel?
We'll have to see. We'll see where the story takes us. We're
I
going
am
to
a
play to
villain
find
forever.
out.
And yeah, Sybil drops Kira's body down into the waves. And they look down and they say, "Sorry for the company I sent you, Spencer. I know it ain't the best."
Yeah, this lullaby, this song echoes through here. Well, it more whistles through here, like the wind through the cave. Sybil, you get a sense that it is pleased. There's comfort in how monstrous you feel in this moment. She reflects it back at you. You feel closer. But she's not done. She's so far from done. Ronnie, those waves call to you. Her
Sybil.
little eternal sacrifice.
Yes, my darling.
I can't jump. That's not how this works.
Well, I'm happy to give you a little push.
If you wouldn't mind.
Don't worry. I promise I'll be gentle. And they will pick Ronnie up kind of bridal style and almost like carrying him across the threshold. They drop him into the cliffs below.
Okay. Ronnie,
Oh, fuck.
you hit the waves below. You're pulled into the riptide onto the rocks that tear against you. Pieces of you just are coming apart, and there's so much blood in this water. But that's not what you feel, Ronnie. You feel that bliss of death, that warm embrace, though the water is freezing on your skin. You see before you, Ronnie, a crowd of people, bodies torn, waterlogged at the bottom of this sea here, the bottom of the water here. You see a familiar face. You see Jean Augustine, the chef who opened the Beatrice, who disappeared those few months ago. You hear Mother speak to you. You're my eternal sacrifice, but he is my prophet. Bring him with you, and we'll be one step closer to taking our place. Bring me to my beautiful monsters, my beautiful creatures. He will show you the way. His waterlogged hand reaches towards you, Ronnie.
Ronnie will reach out and grasp not his hand, but his forearm, sort of like one of those when you go in for those deep handshakes.
His hand grips onto you. He's a bald man. He has 5 o'clock shadow seemingly all the time. He's a rough and rugged person, but here he seems so calm and serene. But as you pull him up, you feel yourself being pulled away from Mother for what you know, what you hope is the last time. As death doesn't keep its hold on you long enough, it can't. From your perspective, this is moments, but it's hours before you wash up on the shore. Sybil, you look down, far down the cliff, and you see a form pulling herself out of the water. The bloody water below. Kira looks around. She looks up to you and sees you, and she runs away. She's much too far for you to get to her.
Sybil just watches, looking down. Can they feel if the hexes have ended?
The hex is abandoned. When
What about the
you-
one on her mind?
The one on her mind? When you felt her die, it let go.
Sybil watches Kira with sharp eyes. And they hope that their expression conveys the fact that even if their prey runs, they will catch her.
Yeah.
And then they will wait for Ronnie with a blanket and some raw meat.
Absolutely. You wait. And you don't see one body wash up onto the shore. You see two.
Hey there. You brought a friend, pretty boy?
Brought a prophet.
Oh, even better.
Gene rolls over and he coughs up this water. And as soon as he can get his breath, he hugs you, Ronnie. He says, "You did it. We can bring her. We can bring her back." Sybil, he looks at you.
Mr.
I knew you'd come around.
Oh, just a matter of time before I started seeing the light.
He puts his arms around both of you. He says, "We have a lot of work to do."
That we do.
Ed didn't shut down the Beatrice, did he?
No, but we do have some interesting people involved. There's a girl, Caroline. She doesn't have the stomach for any of this.
No, she's perfect.
Is she?
Ed's too stupid. I chose her. I chose her ahead of time. Ed's too proud to admit it. But
what's our plan for her, Chef?
we need to cook one last meal. A service worthy of a god.
That sounds divine. Oh, Ronnie, dear. I brought you a little snack in case you were hungry.
Ronnie will take the meat, tear through it. Something just doesn't taste right. Now what, Sybil? I think I could use a fresher kill.
Oh. I've got a couple ideas. What do you know about the law enforcement in this town?
Jean says, "You two go have fun. I'm going to go to the Beatrice."
All right, when should we meet you there, Chef?
For service tonight. I'll handle everything.
Heard, Chef. Come on, Ronnie. Let's go slaughter a pig.
So we'll cut away from there. I think Echo, Jeong Ja. In the meantime, that happened over the course of hours. So you meet up at the restaurant with Luciano.
Well, at least it's not covered in dust like the last time.
I think when
I'm
you
just
walk
gonna-
into the kitchen, Luciano is entirely dissociative stare with tears just flowing, like just up, but like not present.
Shit.
I just look at you like, I can't do anything about that.
Hey. Hey, buddy. Hey.
So
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. So, sounds like some shit went down.
Sybil killed
That's-
Kira.
I mean,
Okay. Unexpected. That didn't feel like Sybil's kind of thing.
No, we've known Kira for years. We went to school together. She fucked up. She fucked up bad. I don't know if she deserved that, but
So Sybil is not the Sybil we've known.
no. Sybil is in the most dangerous form they can be in. And they took Ronnie with them. Ronnie was
willingly
on
or-
board,
Oh.
very, very incredibly willingly. You know, I told I had a whole argument with my dad this morning with Ronnie about how we should take care of people who are really fucked up, but that's not quite what I maybe had in mind. I don't think we're gonna have service tonight.
no.
No, I that sounds reasonable. I will I'm gonna put a note on the window, on the door. I'm gonna
Yeah.
update our Instagram.
Yeah,
Just
and
letting folks know.
Carolyn, I'm gonna send a text to my parents.
Okay.
Carolyn's not safe. ... I need y'all to figure something out. Sybil is. Well, you know. I'm just gonna send that off to both of my parents and hope someone does something, because
Yeah.
I don't feel like I can drive to go handle anything right now. So
Where did they go? Like, where did Sybil and Ronnie go?
they took Kira's body to the cliff.
Oh,
I
shit.
think I heard one of them say something about a mother, but I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, like what Mikey was talking about. The like sacrifices.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe.
Ooh.
I know something about that. She spoke to me and Sybil. Would I know about Ronnie also hearing it? But no, Ronnie was just drowning, right? Okay, got it. It spoke to me and Sybil. Said that I was her child of blood and that there would be freedom and all things of temptation wouldn't be an issue. All of this psychic demented shit that just... I mean, I'm honestly still affected by it. That shit's gonna get bad, and it's gonna go bad. If there's a rampaging witch and a Ronnie...
Mhm.
Does this sound like something that I might know of in the kind of infernal realm? Like demony, infernally.
Interesting. Maybe.
Because like the temptation, the like hunger, it's calling to people. It feels very familiar to
Yeah.
echo. There, but for the grace of God?
It's not hellish,
God?
but it definitely sounds divine in a way. This is an object of worship of some sort, which is something you understand very well. But I don't think you know the precise nature of what you're dealing with here. But objects of worship, they come and go. They can appear anywhere.
I mean, I feel like you want to shut a god down. You need to take away their worshippers. But I think that if Sybil is head priest, sorry, just got stuck in like the thinking about is priest gender neutral.
I think that Sybil would fuck with priestess more than priest.
Yeah, that felt more like it. Sybil feels more like priestess in the kind of
Yeah, I think that
functional.
to them, priest is too much like old man with monk cuts.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like a very different thing. So my brain just got tripped over on like
word of
Sybil?
L. Sybil would prefer priestess.
All right. With L. with Sybil being head priestess. I mean, it seems like they can do some pretty big shit without much effort.
As you're saying that, there's a knock on the front door of the restaurant.
Oh,
I'll go
time
get
to
that.
put on no, I'm front of house. You
Okay.
stay with Luciano. I will get that. And kind of composes themselves and goes up to the front door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You see Mikey. He's slightly younger than you normally see him because it's still kind of early in the day. And he sees you and he says, I promise I come in peace.
Okay, we're closed today.
Yeah, you're going to want to hear this.
Okay, why should we trust you?
You shouldn't, but
Yeah.
I have more answers than you do.
How long until you dust?
That's a side effect of a different thing. Honestly, there's a lot to talk about.
Okay, give me some information to get me to let you in. Prove to me that I should let you in.
We need to stop the creature from the sea eating all of humanity.
Okay, sure. Come on, but I'm getting I'm getting the dustbuster.
Oh, haha.
Hey, it worked the last time. So, friends. Mikey's here, but this time he says he comes in peace. And that we need to stop Mother from eating everybody.
Low growl.
Warranted. I deserve that. Things have been a little weird. I thought things were one way and they ended up being another. So I'm going to start off with an I'm sorry. Can we just call that good?
Sure. Why the hell not?
For now, sure.
I'm literally crying. Yeah, whatever.
Does not take that into stock. He says, first, I'm sure you have questions about the whole thing, about things. Where's the rest of you?
Oh, well.
You really don't want to know.
Oh, I got it now. Okay. Have you heard her call to you? Fuck.
It was her.
Yeah.
She goes
I
by
guess not.
Several different. It's happened a couple of times, and each time it's a little different, but it's always some like maternal figure, some goddessy figure. It's whatever's in the imagination of who she's calling to.
Oh, the mother my friends were referring to.
Ah, fuck. Okay. I don't have much time. The dust thing, different curse. Just different curse. I've been at this a long time.
Yeah.
Obviously,
since like the 18 something, right? Yeah. You were there when it kind of was all going on, right? Was what you'd kind of said last time.
Yeah. Oh, I did say that. Okay, cool. Can't remember who I've told my things to. So let's get on. I thought the book was. I needed the book because I thought that I could break my curse without bringing Mother back. When I took out her first prophet, I can't die now until she's back. We're tied together. It's horrible, fucked up, tragic. I've lived 100 years, had many lovers, lost people, yada, yada, yada. A classic immortal story.
Yeah.
We're going to fast forward through that. I needed the book because I thought that Gene found something. I was working with him. Gene's a talented chef, but he's been in the occult longer than anyone else I know. Alive,
Was
anyway.
Gene the prophet? Back in the day? Because I asked you if you were the prophet, and you said no.
No.
But you were there.
Yes. I killed the prophet of the mother.
Well, okay, but like we've killed you and you're here, and I've killed Ronnie and he's come back. Like death is not necessarily death here.
Yeah, that's a whole undeath situation. This is more of a like curse from a god thing. Anyway, when I killed the first prophet, I was cursed. Where was I? So he found some connections, something. He was going to tell me about it. I came to town to talk to him, only to find out he had disappeared. And Ed had already come through and made a mess of this place. So I made nice with them because I have some money, and that seems to be all Ed cares about. If she comes back, every creature will come to her. And I don't mean that disparagingly. It like kind of gestures vaguely to Jeong Ja and Luciano. But it'll be a bloodbath. I didn't want to bring her back, but also I knew that that was the way for me to die. But
So do we trust you because you're selfish? Like,
no, I mean, I don't know. You shouldn't really trust anyone. That's just a given. Especially wizards. Don't trust wizards. But anyway.
I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah. We have to. Something shifted. I'm intrinsically tied to her because she cursed me through her first prophet. She's coming, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I didn't do anything. Maybe your friends did something? I came here first.
Just like right now, or like
like right now.
Right now. Oh, okay. So probably our friends did something.
Yeah, if things hadn't accelerated, I'd still be trying to come get the book and figure out what's going on. And we would still be in that thing. And now I have to come here, eat some crow, and somehow get you on my side.
They threw a dead vampire off of the cliff.
It's not even a real sacrifice.
How would that do anything?
I mean, maybe it's like,
fuck if I know.
It's the right emotional state of sacrifice.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. I always forget, like, these things, like, they get really hung up in abstracts like that. That's weird. I don't know. They kill a dead... Anyway. Dead vampire... Still...
When you will live forever, abstracts become very important.
You don't have to tell me. It's just... when you're trying to defeat someone, you start working in cold hard facts rather than abstracts. And
I think I'm gonna start humming the song that Ronnie was humming this morning in my kitchen. Just not really. I'm so out of it.
That actually horrifies Mikey. No, so you've heard it too.
What? Heard what?
That's her song.
Oh, Ronnie was humming it this morning.
And Ronnie can't die.
I heard it. No, Ronnie can't die. Shit. I mean, Ronnie can die, but then he comes back.
He gets knocked down. He gets back up again. They ain't never going to keep him down.
So does he fully die and then comes back? Or is he some sort of undead that lives in a quasi state in between life and death until he comes back?
Asked the details, but I think he dies and then comes back because he was a dead body. Dead body, no pulse.
He felt very dead when I killed him.
But then he was fine this morning. Ate a steak, raw. Argued with my dad. It was great.
But we don't know where he goes in the middle of that, so.
Ronnie's an all-you-can-eat buffet to this thing. Do you understand that? We will unpack that later.
Sorry, I'm really not having a good moment right now. Sorry.
I mean, if anything, I feel like I should feel offended that there's somebody else in my territory. So
Are you
stop
will
it.
you okay?
I need some kind of way for her song to get out of my head before I can fully participate in any kind of violence against this thing. I have extremely strong physical defenses, but there are more ways than one that Sybil has also. I'm trying not to say has become meaningful to me in any kind of way. But the first thing I need, is there some kind of ritual that we can do to block her out?
That's what me and Jean were trying to work on. Or at least that's what the thought he knew. But it sounds like he succumbed to her call. So I'm sorry to tell you, I don't know. I've heard her song every single day. And I'm so sorry.
Jeong Ja, I think, is just going to sit on the floor really quickly. And in some kind of, not even a practice pose, but something she remembered from old meditation. I just realized.
I love
But
it.
she is older than, not actually older, only older than Luciano probably in this room. And I would like to gaze into the abyss to attempt to get rid of the condition that I have, which is the killer condition. And if that doesn't do fucking shit, then we can just say that we tried.
Yeah, I love this.
I'm pretty sure my dark is dog shit, so let's see. It's a -1. Okay. Shit. I got 10 on the dice, but that's a -1, so that's a 9.
Okay. So, name what you're looking for and roll with dark. So, and you want a way to escape from Mother's call.
At the very least, even get rid of killer as a condition to become more useful to the cause.
Okay. You, as you try to gaze into the abyss, you hear her song, this lullaby that's drawing you in. It feels so comforting. But she wants you to be a killer. She wants blood to run in the streets. She demands it. But behind her song is the waves. That ever constant sound in the woods that you have found yourself killing in the woods where you have denied yourself that before. In those moments of peace and those moments of chaos, there's been one thing, this ocean that draws in and draws away. You know in you is more than just the monster. The monster doesn't, it may be you, it may be part of you, it may be intrinsic to who you are, that you are capable of it. But that's the key word, capable. You don't have to. You've pulled away before. You've been the person you want to be before. And those waves have been there when you've made that decision. That sound washes out. She's beneath those waves. She's below them, underneath them. You can choose to not be a killer.
I was wondering if you were going to be like, but here are the consequences, or here are the weird things that you see.
It's confusing
Yeah,
because you're not
it is
going to not hear
confusing.
her song. You are still going to hear her song, but
Okay.
there's always a part of you that knows that you can overcome it.
Okay.
You're not free of her, but you've never been free of being a monster.
So true. Okay. And instead of a killer, I will be what is in the long line of responsibility and the long-winded reason that she still is so connected to her past and her family, which is that executioners were a protected class of people, although they were outsiders and othered. When you kill and butcher things as dirty as and touch as something as dirty as the dead bodies of animals and humans, because you're the last thing that a soul experiences before it goes off into heaven or hell. She will do the dirty work. She will be responsible, and she'll be here for the cause, finally.
Yeah.
When Jeong Ja kind of finishes the meditation, like Echo will get down, kind of kneeling in front of her. And I'm going to use a string to give Jeong Ja a condition. And that condition is, I'm trying to think, like bound, but like emotionally bound, but like bound to, I think, this kind of looking into your eyes. We need more time to figure this out.
Maybe
I know that you are
maybe
bonded.
bonded.
Yeah. I think bonded is, a better.
To
Not-
Echo, basically?
Yeah. Bonded to Echo. Kind of a double-edged, kind of something to remind you of this world and the things that are not mother, but also could be something that kind of holds you back a little bit.
I'll take a leash, yeah.
Yes, you will. And just kind of holds your face. You are so strong, and you are worthy. And I want the time to figure all this out with you. Don't make my sacrifice something for nothing.
Understood. And then I look at Luciano. A lot happened.
Yeah, what's Luciano been doing in this time where Jeong Ja has been meditating?
I think Luciano is truly just experiencing, as somebody with complex PTSD, the beginnings of some PTSD. And it's just kind of just rocking and like barely here, but still like present enough. I like that they know what's going on.
Would you be maybe pacing a little bit?
No, I think I'm literally sitting on the floor,
Okay.
just
I'm
rocking.
just asking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think at some point when the two of them are kind of done, I will just kind of be like, well, if we're done with the foreplay, what now?
You hear a voice from in the dining area entering into the kitchen. It says, "Tonight we make a feast fit for a god." And Chef Jean Augustine is here.
I will get up. I said, we're fucking closed.
He says, "Oh, you don't recognize me. That's okay. I handpicked you. I went to your school. I sometimes go there to see what's coming up next, what talent I can get for my restaurants. Your desserts were divine. You have a control and an art that deserves to be cultivated." Jeong Ja and like looks to you and says, "You already know that I adore everything you do." Echo, this place wouldn't run without you. You keep everyone pleased, everyone happy. Now, we could do something so much more. For every little thing living and hiding.
We're closed tonight.
This is my restaurant.
No, it's not. Not anymore. It's Ed's now, and Ed's a little out of commission, and I'm front of house, so I'm going to say it's closed tonight.
Ed's minority partner. I haven't been gone long enough for him to take over. I know that much.
Kitchen is closed.
Oh, hey, Mikey. Mikey looks like he's seeing a ghost right now. Your friends are already helping me.
Can I shift and lash out?
You absolutely can.
Beautiful.
Yes, please roll with volatile.
That's a 9.
A 9. On a 7 to 9, you harm them, but you have to choose one from the list.
Well, I'm already darkest self, so.
Oh yeah, we could just move you into darkest self as part of it. Yeah. You go full werewolf here. The full change, your entire musculature, your skeletal system expands and change. You grow massive claws. Your face turns into this muzzle full of teeth, and you tear at Chef Jean. I'm going to say easily deal 2 harm to him. How do you attack him? What way are you trying to attack him? Are you biting at him? Are you clawing him?
I would bite at him. Always aiming for the throat.
Yeah. You rip out, you champ at his chest and like tear away at the waterlogged shirt he's shown up in. And he's only smiling. He says, "You can be this all the time. You can just let go. Just let her in. Let me do what needs to be done here."
Jeong
if given the opportunity, I don't back down. So I'm not gonna, I will lash out as often as able.
Mm-hmm.
I am particularly done tonight.
Yeah. I just saw the time. I think because of
the
where
real
we
lifetime.
are. Yes. Yes. So I think with that beat of you like tearing at his neck and him trying to goad you over to his side, that's what we're going to call it for tonight.
Can I ask
As
one
a-
question first?
You may.
Echo turns to Jeong Ja. So what if I just burnt down the kitchen?
Let's do it.
I'm going to sneak in real quick before Sybil and Ronnie go off to kill somebody for some fresh meat for Ronnie. Sybil is going to swing by the apartment and grab the Dante's Inferno book.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And just stash it in their bag.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as Gene tries to pull you to his side, convince you all to join him against Mikey's wishes, that's what we're going to call it for tonight. What a good session, y'all.
This was amazing.
Oh, all right. Well,
This
let's
is
go
great.
ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and tell folks who you are. We do this in reverse order. So, Soliloquy.
Hey friends, I am Soliloquy or Jaden. You can find me everywhere online as FatSapphicBro. I mostly hang out on TikTok and Patreon. I have been reading through Stone Butch Blues aloud on my Patreon, and I'm having ongoing discussions about that book as I read through it. So if you're particularly sick of the discourse on TikTok right now, come hang out with me. Chapters 1 and 2 are already up. They can be unlocked at any paid tier. Tiers are sliding scale. They start at $1. If you subscribe, if you're a paid subscriber to Lantern Light, Patreon, let me know, and I will give you free access to mine if you would like it. Or if you are a paid subscriber of mine, let me know if you want access to the Lantern Light ones, and I will give you access to that one. Just message me and I'll get you set up. As for streaming, I'm hoping to get into more video game streaming soon. I'm also especially hoping to be able to afford to get Date Everything because I want to do that. Would like to stream that on the Switch for y'all. So for now though, I'm on Twitch most Sundays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., most Mondays 6 to 9 p.m., most Tuesdays 6 to 9 p.m., all Pacific time, not usually the last 7 days of the month, and all the details are in the announcements. Thanks for going on this wild ride with us tonight.
Hello, everyone. I'm Josephine at scarydogrfiend. I have been Baek Jeong Ja, who uses she/ze pronouns and is using the Manticore skin, which is a fan skin by Nicole Tuttle-Robb. Lots of fun, weird shit happening. We just had our finale for Ghost Underground, which is the corrupted podcast that I am hosting over at, that my friend Navar, who wrote the game, has hosted over at Secret Nerd Podcast. If you're interested in a weird story about the zombie apocalypse happening halfway between an abandoned military base as well as an entire society of scientists underground, that could be a fun little weird story for you. The whole thing is out, so you can binge it all and talk to me about it on Blue Sky. We'll be hopefully landing our finale for Eat the Reich over at Imagination Arcade on Thursday. So if you hate Nazis and love sexy vampires, you can go over to that channel. Speaking of vampires, also the co-producer in the second half of Bad House RPG, we will be having finally another installment of Darkness Eternal, where we are finally playing with the Sabbat, happening August 7th, or whatever the first Thursday of August is going to be, right after Gen Con. And I'll also be at Gen Con, so if you're going to be around, I was going to say, hook me up, hit me up. There we go. I'm tired. That's me.
Hey everybody, I am Ian. Wow, it's Ian on all the internet places. I use they, them pronouns. I have been Ronnie, he, him, the ghoul. You can check me out on Trans Tales every Sunday and Friday. Also, starting in August, you can check me out on a new D&D audio podcast over at Soup Dumpling Media, which is going to involve somebody I think that's been on some Lantern Light stuff. Ren.
Ooh.
So I'm very excited to get that started. And that's all the things I have to say. Unless you live in Vermont, unless you live somewhere between Montreal and Boston, and you'd like to come see me in a variety show on Saturday in Burlington, Vermont.
Fantastic. I don't, but I would like to. Hi, everybody. I am Elle. If you would like to see if I will continue to be Elle, you can find me at SapphicSoulful or at Soulful Sapphic on these social medias. I have also been playing Sybil Lark, who is currently going through a fun villain arc that is very fun to play. If you'd like to see me other places, then this Thursday on Mr. _Mephisto's channel, I will be playing some Vampire the Masquerade. I'm going to be playing Jacques Doron, the Cajun Ravnos. We are currently investigating a teenage girl who is making it snow and is very, very sad. We have bargained for said teenage girl's life, so now we have to make sure that we save them. If you would like to see us, you can check us out. I have to do the time conversions in my head. It is going to be 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Pacific. So you can go to Mr. Mephisto for that. And if you'd like to see me play some Power Rangers, no, we're not doing that. If you'd like to see me play some Power Rangers, you can't, but go to Gen Con, because I'm going to be at Gen Con. I'm going to be running games. I'm going to be running G.I. Joe, Transformers, My Little Pony, everything but Power Rangers, ironically. So come say hi to me there. Give me a little shout. Hi, Simba.
Hi, I'm Simba. No, hi. My name is Chantel. My pronouns are they, them. I have been playing Echo Leigh, pronouns any. Echo is the succubus, or as we kind of realized, the concubus, because they can do whatever you want. That is a fan skin designed by CM Rubsasat. I am only here. And it's so fitting that I end the list because I'm going to miss you so much during this week that you're not here with me. Please join me again on Tuesday. I'm so lonely. Peace.
And I'm archangelic. Ian, did you say Ran is going to be in your game?
Yeah.
Ran is actually part of my in my game on Valdriant's channel, which we play Girl by Moonlight. Yeah, it's a mecha inspired Girl by Moonlight game. It's been a lot of fun. So that's part of who I am. You can find me here at All the Time Soliloquy Said in the announcements. You can also find me on Valdriant's channel on Thursdays running Daughters of Io, a Girl by Moonlight game. You can also find many links for me on my website, archangelic.space. I also do professional GMing. So if you'd like to book me, you can book me at startplaying.games/GM/archangelic. If you've missed any of our games, you can check them out on YouTube. Link is in the link tree and the channel description. We are going to be going into our Patreon supported after show shortly. You can find those at patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. After show is always going to be free, but we appreciate any support whatsoever. So, thank you to you wonderful players for playing along with me here. Thank you to our wonderful audience for joining us. And lastly, thank you to our producer, Polyguys, for helping us stream this show. We all appreciate you. We really couldn't do it without you. And with that, as always, we love you and stay monstrous. Good night, everyone.